Pizza this way. Well, hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Kat, and today we're reacting to RWBY Volume 2, Chapter 2. Last time on RWBY, this happened. Chicken on her arms! There's chicken! Now, mind you, my friends, that was one of the best scenes I have ever seen in RWBY so far throughout the entirety of Volume 1. And, well, actually, this is Volume 2. That was the first episode of Volume 2. So throughout Volume 1, that may have been my whole favorite scene from Volume 2 so far. It might be my whole favorite scene from RWBY in general. So, why do I love this? Now, to recap on the first chapter of Volume 2, there was that huge food fight scene. And I absolutely adored how, again, it did not tell you about their powers. It did not tell you about anything. But no, it showed you all of it through the use of their abilities, through the use of food and comedy. That got right to my heart, you know what I'm saying? Just give me some food. Yeah. But why I love this is because it allowed you to see the whole sequence and realize exactly what their powers and their abilities were going to be. Like for Yang with her fists, and with RWBY with her speed, and how Weiss was kind of using, I think she used like the ketchup, and it would look like she was using the dust. And it was so cool how, and even with Nora, she had like her hammer. And oh my, like that whole scene was perfection. It was not only just the comedy, but the reason that they did it and how it was timed was because they wanted to showcase all of their abilities to us. They didn't want to just say necessarily just sit you down and put you through a whole crash course again throughout a whole recap, which I've noticed a lot of anime tends to do. It's like, to give you an example with Bleach. Now I always go back to the anime because I love it, but with Bleach, it tends to always have like maybe 10-20 minutes of explanations. You know, like it always tells you these types of explanations where it's like, this happened last time of Bleach for 10 whole minutes. We're just gonna be talking and what just happened, and you're just like, I can just rewatch the whole episode again. What are you doing to me? So instead of doing that, they went right into Volume 2. Like they said, they know who these characters are already. They know exactly who they are. We're just gonna give them some comedy and give them a taste of what these characters' abilities are all about, which is good. But it also kind of scares me because how Osmond was saying that they're not going to be kids forever, which is true because everyone grows up, but at the same time it's like that also means the whimsical nature and the innocence and everything else is not going to be there forever, which it's kind of prepping us for future seasons, not seasons, dang it, future chapters and volumes of RWBY, and that's kind of scaring me because there's still the whimsy within how Volume 1 was and how lighthearted it was. I can still kind of see that within Volume 2, but I can already tell that this volume might be darker than Volume 1, and also moving forward, we might get even more darkness, so I'm scared for that. But anyway, guys, let's get reacting. Get your snacks ready. So just a few updates before we do our countdown is, again, check out all the links in the description down below. We have exclusive series on our Patreon. We also have exclusive series on Twitter and Instagram, and we're also on a few apps for you guys to check out and enjoy our otaku content. That's right, my friends. We also have a few sign-up links in our description where you guys can save on a ton, and also check out our fun, cool things that are jam-packed with awesomeness. And all right. But anyway, guys, let's start our countdown, shall we? All right, because I like to make everything more interactive here on the channel nowadays. So before we start the show, I want you to get your snacks, and while watching this episode, let me know, what kind of snacks do you have? I'm looking at you, Raven. Looking at you. I know you got coffee. But anyway, guys, let's get started. 1 RWBY, 2 RWBY, 3 RWBY, 4 RWBY, 5 RWBY. You guys ready? Let me know. If you want to tweet out your videos of you running while I'm doing this countdown, let me know. I'll feature it in an episode. So without any further ado, let's put our volume up. And let's get reacting to RWBY Volume 2, Chapter 2. Welcome to Beacon. Oh, heck yeah. Let's get started. Yes. Oh my god, look how much this has improved these effects. Bravo, this animation. Ah, here we go. Oh yeah, I wish this was my school. Ooh. Oh my, look at how this camera is shot with like these zooms. Oh. I'm getting Hogwarts feels. Yes.
Ironwood certainly loves bringing his work wherever he travels.
Well, running an academy and a military makes him a busy man. But yes, those are a bit of an eyesore.
Ooh, we got.
Come in.
I feel like he has a lot of responsibilities to handle.
Hello, General.
Hello, General.
Please, drop the formalities. It's been too long.
Yes, look at this handshakes. What the heck? Oh,
It
hello.
has certainly been too long since we last met.
Oh, James.
Just like,
I'll be outside.
Well, she hasn't changed a bit.
So, what in the world has brought you all the way down from Atlas? Headmasters don't typically travel with their students for the Vital Festival?
look at these effects. Stop it. Oh my god. You have a bandage on your head?
With you hosting, I thought this might be a good opportunity for us to catch up.
I can
Ooh.
certainly appreciate quality time between friends. However, the small
love
fleet
this
outside
song.
my window has me somewhat concerned.
You poor
Well,
that.
concern is
What
reflected.
happened to you?
I understand travel between kingdoms has become increasingly difficult.
Yeah.
Oz, you and I both know why I brought those men.
He gives them a nickname Oz, which means they're kind of close, which means they are friends.
We are in a time of peace. Shows of power like this are just going to give off the wrong impression.
But if what Crow said is true, then
If what Crow said is true, then we will handle it tactfully. It's the Vital Festival, a time to celebrate unity and peace. So I suggest you not scare people by transporting hundreds of soldiers halfway across
That's
the
true.
continent.
Good for you.
just being cautious.
Well, I mean, you have to be cautious too.
Which is why we will continue to train the best huntsmen and huntresses we can.
Believe me, I am.
Look at these camera shots. What are you doing to me? Ah.
Do you honestly believe your children can win a war?
Ooh. Ooh. Hey, why does everyone always keep saying that?
I hope they never have to.
Oh. Oh. He cares so much about them, though. They're playing poker or something.
Ye shall long prepare your kingdom for battle. Bring it on. I deploy the Elysian Air Fleet.
Oh my god.
Looks like I
Are
get to
they're
fly
playing
right
board
over your
games?
Earth.
Why is this
And
series
have
made
your
for me?
Yay! You feed me. And since Atlas is part of Mantle, my repair time only lasts one turn. Pretty sneaky, sis.
Oh.
But you just activated my trap card.
Heckin' yes. Scream. You just ruined the whole board.
Fatal feathers will slice your fleet in two. But if you roll a 6 or lower, then you will return all the forces.
Yes.
That's just a chance I'm willing to take.
Why is it just like girls? That'd be me. X-ray. What is Shelby? Like they're in a library.
You all have no. Well,
Voice is just literally like
I
a
have absolutely no idea what's going on.
it's easy.
best girl.
You're playing as Vacuo, which means all Vacuo-based cards come with a bonus.
That sounds dumb.
See, you've got Sandstorm, Desert Scavenge.
I want to play this
Raider.
game.
See, now
Is
you
this
can
an
take
actual
Ruby
game? I
discard
need to play this
carefully.
game.
And put it in
Oh.
your hand.
Okay.
And since Vacuo warriors have an endurance boost against natural hazards, you could use Sandstorm to disable my ground forces and simultaneously infiltrate my kingdom. Just know that I will not forget this declaration of war.
And that means
You're just 3 moves.
Oh. Oh god, now she has power.
hear the almighty power of my forces. Power as they pillage your homes and weep as they take your children.
When you
from
give
your
best girl
very
power,
lives.
it's never a good thing.
Your armies have been destroyed.
These strong wives will make it through this. Shut up! Don't touch me.
Alright, you're up.
Oh, sorry, what am I doing?
You're playing
Oh.
as Vale, trying to conquer the kingdoms of Remnant. Right.
Hey, can I play?
Sorry, John, we've already got 4 people.
Oh,
Besides,
Bean,
it
I'll play with you,
requires a certain
Bean.
level of tactical cunning that I seriously doubt you possess.
You attacked your own naval
Stop it.
base
He
and
kept.
turned
This is for everybody.
Bring it on, Ice Queen.
Heck yeah.
I'll have you know that I've been told I'm a natural-born leader.
By who?
You are, boy.
Your mother?
And Pyrrha.
Hello again.
Come
Oh,
on, let me play your hand for a turn.
hello
Trust you
again.
with the good citizens of Vacuo.
Why not? You've trusted me with way more important stuff before. I mean, you told us all that Blake is secretly a
Fun-loving person whom we all admire and respect.
Ooh.
Right. That.
Ooh.
Ladies, enjoy your
Oh no. He comes out of nowhere.
Ruby, Yang, Blake, Ice Queen.
Ice cream.
Calling me that.
I never got a chance to formally introduce you to my old friend. Aren't libraries for reading? Thank you.
Thank you.
Intellectual, okay? Thank you. I'm Neptune.
So, Neptune.
Neptune.
Where are you from?
Haven. And I don't believe I've caught your name.
Oh.
Snow Angel.
I'm
No angel. Look at there's a ship.
Pleasure to meet you.
I never took you as the board
There's a
game
ship.
playing
There's a
type.
ship.
Right. Well, I think I'm done playing actually.
Oh.
I'll see you guys later.
Women.
Brothers of the White
Oh, Nora.
eating this
The
scum?
White Fang and I are going in on a joint business venture together.
Oh. Oh, she's
Well,
so triggered by
this has
something.
certainly been an eventful evening. I'm sure that after a night of thwarting attempted robbery, you probably just want to go home and take a nap. But I was hoping that maybe we could have a chance to talk.
Of course.
Wonderful. As you know, in order to enroll at my academy, students must first pass a rigorous entrance exam. Most applicants spend years of preparation training at one of the many combat schools around the world. You are one of the few who did
Yes.
it, and you passed the exam with flying colors.
Heck yes,
I was
Blake.
raised outside the kingdoms. If you can't fight, you can't survive.
Well, you have most certainly
I love her
survived,
bow. I
Blake.
need her bow.
I admire your drive, and I am proud to run a school that accepts individuals from all walks of life. Rich, poor, human,
He knows, doesn't he?
faunus.
He knows, doesn't
Why do you
he?
wear that bow, Blake?
Ha.
Why hide who you are?
You may be willing to accept the funnest, Professor Alspin, but your species is not.
Oh.
But we are
But bless him
continuing to
for
take
that.
strides to lessen the divide.
With all due respect, you need to start taking some larger strides. Until then, I'd rather avoid any unnecessary attention.
Good for
I
you.
want people to see me for who I am, not what I am.
And what are you?
I don't understand what you're asking.
How did you know the White Fang would be at the shipyard tonight?
I didn't. I just happened to be at the right place at the right time.
You wouldn't have been the first. But what happened tonight was not an isolated incident. I may be your headmaster, but I am also a huntsman. And it is my sworn duty to protect this world from the forces that conspire.
I like how it's just like adding more to him. Like,
I'm sure
hello.
there is nothing else you would like to tell me.
I'm sure.
Very well. Thank you for your time, Miss
I
Villadon.
love you, husband.
If you ever need to talk to me,
Oh.
please don't hesitate to ask.
He cares so much about them. Like, oh.
Ugh, we should have never let him play. You're just mad because the new guy beat you. See, if you had just attacked when I told you, none of this would have happened.
Stop.
Stop.
Lately, you've been quiet, antisocial, and moody.
Have you met
Oh.
Like, which I get.
She's calling her
it's
out.
Kind of your thing, but you've been doing it more than usual, which, quite frankly, is unacceptable. You made a promise to
At least
me,
she's blunt.
to all of us. That
At
you
least
would
she's
let
being
us know
blunt
if
with her.
something was wrong. So, Blake Belladonna, what is wrong?
Yeah, good balance. Best girl showing off.
I don't understand how everyone can be so calm.
You're still thinking about Torchwick?
Torchwick, the White Fang, all of it. Something big is happening and no one is doing anything about it.
She's the
Alspin
logical
told us not
side.
to worry.
Between the police and the huntsman, I'm sure they could handle it.
Please.
Well, I'm not. They don't know the White Fang like I do.
True. She's lived through it.
Okay.
She's lived through it, guys.
Blowing up nightclubs, stopping thieves, and fighting for freedom. I'm sure the three of you think you're all ready to go out and apprehend these ne'er-do-wells. But let me once again be the voice of reason. We're students. We're not ready to handle this sort of situation.
Well, yeah, but
This
ready,
direction.
And we may never be ready.
True.
Our enemies aren't just gonna sit around and wait for graduation day. They're out there somewhere planning their next move.
Very
and none of us know
true.
what it is, but it's coming.
She's thinking.
Whether we're ready or not.
okay. All in favor because the youngest hunters to single-handedly bring down a corrupt organization conspiring against the kingdom of Vale.
The face.
Yes.
I love it when you're feisty.
Well,
Oh.
I suppose it could be
Oh,
fun.
dang.
All right then. We're in this
Okay,
together.
okay.
let's hatch a plan.
Yeah!
I left my board game in the library.
No.
I'll be right back. Oh, God, sorry.
Oh my god, I love you, Ruby.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Just watch where you're going.
Oh no.
Oh, right.
Why are they here?
Sorry.
Why are they here? No, 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 no.
Are you new?
Don't tell me they heard any of that. Oh. Oh, God's sake. Oh, for love of God.
Ooh, you're here for the festival. Oh, but exchange students have their own dormitory.
I guess we just got turned around.
Oh no.
Don't worry, it happens.
Guys,
all the
no.
time.
No, no.
Your building is
Ruby?
just east of here.
No.
Thanks. Maybe we'll see you around.
No.
Yeah, maybe.
Why are they here?
And
How'd they get in?
vegan.
Who are they working for? For the love of God, what are you doing with them? She's at their school? First of all, how the heck did they get in? Secondly, why are they here? And thirdly, who did they have to kill to get in? Okay, so what I loved about this is how it's kind of, I feel like this whole volume is going to focus mainly on Beacon Academy and like maybe like the secrets behind Beacon and more about the professors and more about Osmond and more about his past and his friends. And like they said with the festival, yay, there's going to be a festival. I'm so happy about that. Again, slice of life. Anime is like one of my favorite like genres of anime. So whenever they have like these types of festivals going on, I'm like, yes. But first of all, guys, how the heck? I'm so nervous now. How the heck did they get in? That's so creepy. Again, there's only a few ways they could have gotten in. One, because she was talking about phase 2. Is this phase 2? They're planning phase 2. Phase 2 is No, what did they have to do? And why did she smile like that? Cinder. What do you want with my Ruby? Oh my god. But okay, before I get to that, ADHD mind, let's stay in order here. Osmond has friends, but I feel like him and the other guy, I don't know why he has a bandage on his head. Something must have happened. Like, the guy's being really cautious, alright? Like, I don't blame him, because there's a lot of bad things that happen in the world. Trust me, I know. But Osmond's like, it should be a time of peace. It should be a time of celebration. And, you know, like, the guy wants more security. Maybe he's something to do more with the security. I don't know. I'm hoping that I do learn more about him, because they seem to be friends, but they're conflicting ways. Like, Osmond thinks one way, he thinks another, and he calls him Oz. So when somebody nicknames you, that obviously means that you're already close. So there's that to note, and oh man, I want to know more about their backstory. I'm really, really excited for that. But how Osmond is really like concerned about like Ruby and Yang and Blake and Weiss and everybody. Like he said, oh, are your kids gonna be the ones? So you really believe that they could go to the war? And he's like, hopefully they won't have to. So I feel like everyone is kind of counting on these girls to be like the heroes, and it's been hinted at since chapter 1 in volume 2 that they keep saying about the war. They keep foreshadowing about the war, and that's freaking me out because, again, like what Weiss even said, we're just students. Nothing's gonna happen. We're not gonna go through this. We're not gonna have to deal with any of that crap. But little do they know, Osmond and everybody else is already talking that they might have to go to war, even though Osmond's like, hey, let's hope that this doesn't happen. So Blake is thinking logically. Like, Weiss says she's the voice of reason, but I feel like Blake is the voice of logic. So she's thinking logically, like, okay, while we're sitting here, these villains are planning and plotting something while we're literally sitting here in school. And she's right. Like, they're not gonna wait around for them to graduate. They're not gonna wait around for that. They're actually gonna go and do something which is gonna probably be really bad, and they're already doing something, as we saw. Cinder and her gang are here already. Like, how did they? This is phase 2. It's gonna infiltrate Beacon Academy and probably destroy them. Like how she smiled, like how she looked at Ruby too, like those eyes. But again, before I get in that, because I could talk about that for hours, let's get to the next part, which is definitely how adorable it is that they are adding a lot of like board games and role play, which I could see, like a lot of you guys are really interested in role play and board games yourself. I've been playing board games for years, I've been playing games for years, and also I've been role-playing since I was 9 years old. I still have some of my most original characters with me today, and it's like a very passionate thing that I'm really, really, really passionate about. Role-playing is one of the best things. So to see this added and incorporated within RWBY, and such in a way that's so simple, that here's these two girls, the sisters, Yang and Ruby, playing with each other, probably like they did at home with each other. That's why they're so passionate about it. Here they are playing this while Weiss is like, I have no idea what to do. And then Blake is just completely out of it, and everyone else wanted to play. But how Weiss, the moment, this is the power of roleplay, okay? You give somebody an ounce of power when it comes to either any board games or any type of roleplay, it's suddenly they feel like, oh my god, I have a source of power now. As you saw her reaction to that, which was adorable, because it's kind of like introducing new people to the world of roleplay. So that's always great. And if there is, like I heard, okay, I hear, but again, I want to check it out, because again, I have to make sure there's no spoils, like no spoilers. I said spoils, like no spoilers. Is there a RWBY board game? I know there is. There's a game, but also like a role play game, like a D&D type of thing. I heard, but again, I can't look at it until I get like maybe caught up to RWBY, because I don't want to spoil myself. I'm also gonna be playing the board game here on the channel, which is something you guys can see me play and get really into, because whenever I play board games, I get really into it, because, you know, the power of roleplay is upon us. And again, I would love to hear your guys' roleplay stories too, and how much, like, whether it's D&D or any type of board game that's out there, or just like casual roleplay, LARPing, which I recently figured out what LARPing was. I want to say recently, just a few months ago. LARPing is like live action roleplay, when you go out and then you dress up as your characters and then you just roleplay. Like I gotta do that one day. Because it's literally who I am. So to see that they added this to RWBY, they know what how their fans are. They see that they're fans, and it's like explore the world of Remnant with the kingdoms. I'm like, oh my god, that's so cool. So it's like referencing World of Remnant, which I recently did catch up on for Volume 2, but they really know their fans. They know their fans love lore, and what better way to bring more lore than talking about roleplay, which is filled with so much lore that it's not even funny. But now let's get to the next part, how they're also introducing all the characters that were already introduced from Volume 1. Oh my god, when Ren was like, thank you, I'm like, this is perfect. Like, isn't the library supposed to be made for studying and supposed to be quiet? He's just like, thank you. You don't mess around with that. But how they're introducing all the characters too, where it's like, Pyrrha was mentioned, and she's like, oh, hi again. I love that. That was so cute. It's like, she was in a way, like, I felt like she was talking to us, like, hey guys, how you doing? And then you had, Nora is just like, women. She's so funny. Like, I asked you guys on Twitter, who would you take on, like, at a cafe, and what would you guys drink? And a lot of you guys are like, I'm gonna take Nora, but hey, be careful with that, because she's gonna get too hyper. I'm just like, oh my god. Because it's so true, she's so random. Like, one moment she's sleeping, next moment she's just like, hi. But Sean, that was so cute. Hey, I want to play. But there's new ships, so, oh my god, Neptune. His name is Neptune. I could easily say that one, yay. Neptune, I feel like he likes Weiss. And Jean's just like, oh, no, why? Because you know what, Jean, he's trying to impress everybody. Oh, my bean. But I'm loving this so far, as you can already tell. I feel like the direction, and even the dialogue for this, is much more like, well, more paced than Volume 1 was. Like, I already called Volume 1 a masterpiece because I loved it. But this is top tier stuff we're talking about here. This is 10/10 would recommend stuff here, my friends. Like, I'm already just loving how it's like flowed and paced. Let's get back on point here with Cinder. Now, who the heck did she have to either kill, bribe, or do something to get into Beacon? Because they were talking about security and how, hey, we had great security. It's like, dude, the day you talk about it, the day you talk about it is the day that these 3 villains are infiltrating this academy. And I feel like Osmond is like, he suspects something. Like, you can tell by the look of his face, he's very, like, cautious. Like, if you compare him to Volume 1, like, Osmond's always been, like, kind of mysterious to me, like how I'm taking away from his character. He's very mysterious. But at the same time, he's like, I feel like he's worried about something. Like something is, like he's really worried that they're gonna have to go to war. And he's really worried that something's going to happen because his gestures and the way he's moving. And it's freaking me out. It's just freaking me out. Because if he's worried, and how he was saying he wants to make sure everyone's safe, and how, like, he's worried, and they're worried. I mean, if they're worried, they're kids. Okay, great. They're gonna be worried. They're teenagers. They're students. But if the headmaster is actually worried, that means something's definitely gonna be going on. But how Cinder and everyone, they just walk in. That was perfect. How, like, Ruby's like, oh my god, my board game, oh my god, and then boom, she slaps into them, and you're like, oh god, who is it? First I thought it was gonna be like a brand new character. Maybe they would have met someone, but no. And she doesn't think anything of it because RWBY, I feel like she probably knows everybody in Beacon and knows about everyone. I feel like she's that type of character, but like, she didn't know who they were. So her first thought is, oh, you're here for the festival, which is the perfect time. Perfectly planned out, Cinder. I gotta give you that. I mean, if you're voting for and you're rooting for the villains, I mean, you gotta give Cinder some points here of thinking, we can't just infiltrate Beacon without student IDs or anything. No, why don't we go in when the festival's gonna go on? When all these exchange students come in. Even RWBY was like, oh, you're not supposed to be here at this moment. You're supposed to be in a different dormitory. It's like, no, okay, whatever. And she's like looking at her. And RWBY, again, as quirky and as lovely as she is, she's not thinking. Like, I mean, if you think about it though, it was very smart. Like, you wouldn't think that they're villains right away. Unless, like, you really watch enough of anime and you know, but I doubt RWBY actually watches anime. But, like, how it was perfectly flowed there where they bump into each other and you're like, no. So now I'm gonna have to worry myself for a week that my girls are gonna get killed by Cinder. Because again, who did she have to kill? Who did she have to bribe? Or what did she do? How the hell did she get it? I'm cursing now. How the heck did she get into Beacon? Like, that's security, and Osmond obviously will know. But what I did notice is RWBY was kind of staring at her, and it always goes to her eyes because it's kind of referencing from Volume 1 when we did see her, how they kind of met with each other, how she was on the roof, and then we only saw her eyes. And it's always going back to Cinder's eyes. I don't know why, but we will probably find out. But, I'm scared. I'm scared. But anyway, guys, love to know your thoughts about Volume 2, Chapter 2. Did I say it right this time? What do you think of Osmond? Do you think he's worried? Do you think something's going on? Also, do you think Cinder's like, I don't know, I wanna know your thoughts. I don't wanna be spoiled, but I wanna know your thoughts of why you originally thought she was here, how she got in, who is she, who's double-crossing who? Like, who's working with Cinder? Like, who's getting her into this? Because it's like, it looks too easy for her to get into this. Either, again, she killed someone, she bribed someone, or she's working with somebody that is, you know, in cahoots. Like, she's in cahoots with somebody with Beacon Academy, which I doubt it's Osmond, I doubt it's Good Witch, I doubt it's anybody like that. Could be the new guy with a bandage on his head. Because why did he have the bandage on his head? Did she beat him up to get in? Did she bribe him? See, I'm theorizing. But anyway, guys, again, it's just a theory. It's gonna be more will be revealed to me next week. But anyway, guys, I hope you have an amazing day. And until the next video, you stay weird, you stay wonderful, you stay awesome, my friends. And until the next video, brace your fangirl and your fanboy every single day. Bye, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode. I really hope that you did enjoy it. And now is just a special time to give a shout out to our awesome and amazing patrons that you see that is listed on the screen right now. Honestly, we would not be able to create anything if it were not for you guys. You guys believe in the vision, you guys believe in this journey, and you guys not only just believe in the channel, but you believe in me. God bless you all for believing in this vision, and I hope you have an amazing day. If you guys want to become patrons and join me on this journey, the link is in the description down below, or you can click it on the screen right over there. Also, if you really did enjoy this video, be sure to subscribe. You could also click there with the cute little icon that's there as well. And if you want to check out more episodes, there should be a little box that's popped up right about now. Click on that and enjoy the ride. But as always, guys, until the next video, embrace your inner fangirl and your inner fanboy every single day. Bye, guys.